Dear brothers and sisters, allow us once more to be in communion with you through this second set of our videos. We remind you that since last month, we have been producing videos in order to share with you some reflections and experiences. We share with you some experiences about our lives, our struggles, and about our medicine, which is actually prayer. We were reminded that this time of pandemic has put us in such a situation which only prayer can help us see the sparkle of light on the top of the tunnel. Prayer is our last hope, and hope is the last thing to lose in life. Let us keep on praying for one another. Let us keep on praying for everything to go back to the normal. Let us keep on praying for the universal brotherhood. Now that we have started a new month, we will be producing a new set of videos. Since this month of October is both a missionary month and a month dedicated to Mama Mary, we want to be aware that each one of us has a mission which aims at fulfilling the will of God, a mission which is to bring about new life, new humanity. So we want during this month to share with you our missionary experience as Xaverians so that you too may discover your vocation and eventually step out for your mission. So let us now listen to our Father Cesar, who will give us a panoramic vision of the Xaverian family.
The love of Christ impels us. With these words of St. Paul, we come to you to present a little of the great story of the love of Christ for us, Xaverian Missionaries. Our religious family was born of one encounter, the encounter of its founder, St. Guido Maria Conforti, and the Crucifix, the most visible expression of the love of God for us all. Back to his childhood, Guido Conforti had this encounter in his way to school. Often he stopped and prayed in a small church where a large crucifix dominates the altar. There, in prayer, in front of this image of Christ, was the beginning of a long journey driven by the love of Christ. Many years later, Guido Conforti remembered these encounters saying, "I looked at him and he looked at me, and he said many things to me." We are missionaries that following Christ as our founder did. We want to make known this love of God for all peoples, first of all, for those who do not yet know the good news of the love of God manifested at the cross of Jesus. As missionaries in the Xaverian congregation, we proclaim the good news in many ways. The first and more visible is our way of living. In a world with so many conflicts and divisions among people, we announce Christ through our community life. Living together in community as brothers make visible the plan of God by making the world a single family in Christ. As missionary family called to proclaim the gospel, we announce the good news where it is not yet known, remembering always the love of Christ for each one, the same love that impels us. The Xaverian missionaries are present in more than 20 countries around the world, in the 4 continents, Europe, America, Africa, and Asia. From the first communities in Italy, where we had our foundation, our congregation is spread throughout the world. For many years, in the beginning of our history, all missionaries were sent to China, then to other countries. In the past years, our presence is more active in Africa and Asia. The increase of vocations for missionary life, the formation of new Christian communities, and the commitment to build together a place of peace and reconciliation make the African continent one of our priorities. As well, the challenges of mission in Asia make us focus our mission in this part of the world. the Asia continent challenges us with the most difficult and beautiful path of missionary life in our days. Interreligious dialogue and cultural diversity are among the many opportunities for missionaries to make visible to all the love of Christ that impels us. We know that the joy of the gospel fills the hearts and lives of all those who encounter Jesus. Every Christian is challenged here and now to be active and engaged as missionaries, giving their own contribution in the proclamation of His love. So, what are you waiting for? Join us in this wonderful journey as missionaries, not trusting in our own capacity and skills, but in the love of Christ that impels us.